okay, all right. So what if I give him a call and just talk to him? She said, oh, yeah, he'll talk to you, but you're not going to get him to move, I promise you. You won't. So I called him and I talked to him, and then I said, hey, can I just come over and visit for a little while? Let's have some coffee. I'll even bring the pastries if you want, and let's figure out, why your wife keeps coming here and she's ready to move, but you're hesitating. He said, sure, come on over. He was a really nice guy. Most people in Tennessee are nice anyway, but he was really nice. So I went to this big, beautiful home. I mean, I think it was probably about 8,000 square feet. And it was a ranch. So that's a good setup if somebody wanted to stay home and have people come in,
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell that he was starting to deteriorate. She knew that, and I could see it. And so I asked a lot of questions and asked about his life and what he did for a living, and just got to know him, the human relations part of it. And I find people quite interesting. In fact, I think all these seniors running around are like libraries. They have so many stories and experiences, it blows you away if you ask them a few questions. So we talked, and then finally I said, what's stopping you from moving into the community? He said, my books. He said, I have hundreds of books, and you don't have an apartment that they'll fit in. And I said, man, I can relate to you because I got a lot of books too. And I've moved several times, and every time the books are the most boxes, and they're kind of like my friend. I told him, I said, and you feel that way about your books? He said, yeah, they're my friends. I said, if I can find you an apartment that will fit your books, will you move in? And he said, yeah, I will. I said, you promise? He said, I promise. So I did a pinky finger with him because he was a fun guy. And I ran back to my community and I said, I need an apartment that can fit 100 books. And I really got kind of lucky. One of the largest apartments in the facility was coming up for buy-in.
Wow.
It was 2,700 square feet. It had a library that would fit, if we fitted with bookcases, with shelves, it would fit 100 books.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran back to him and I said,